Well, it was the late 90s when the world first fell in love with the TV show Charmed. The premise was pretty simple. 3 sisters, all witches, using their powers to fight against the forces of evil.
Get back. I'll blow it up. Go on.
Yes, it made such an impact that 20 years on, Charmed is still as beloved as ever, and Aussie fans are in for a treat with 2 of the stars in the country to meet their fans, including us right here in studio. Good morning to Holly Marie Combs and Brian Krause. How are you guys?
Very well,
Hi,
thank you. Hello.
Hi. Good to see you.
I just saw you watching that little clip then and you were slapping your knee there. Was that bringing
I was
back...
slapping him because he was laughing at me in a serious
Was it
moment.
bringing back some memories for you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course, and Julian.
And we saw the gorgeous Julian McMahon. We'll take a moment to acknowledge his sad passing as well. Obviously a castmate. Holly, welcome back to Australia.
Thank you.
You've been here for a few days now. How are you settling in? What have you been up to?
Very well. You know, we did Supernova this past weekend, and the next weekend we go to Perth for another weekend of fun. So it's lovely being here. It's like, you know, we've done this quite a few times, and it's like a second, maybe third home.
Yeah. How good.
Yeah.
Brian, talk to us about your character, Leo, of course, so beloved as well. What was it like being part of that team?
You know, it was an honour and a blessing. You know, the show was about the ladies and, you know, to not get blown up and disappeared off the show.
Fourth sister.
Yeah, I was very grateful.
He was the 4th sister and the 5th sister.
Yeah.
The 5th, oh, the other sister.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Holly, fans, do they get a kick out of seeing the 2 of you together? If just say you're out and about, you are on-screen partners, but to see the 2 of you now out and about, what do fans say?
I think we freak people out sometimes. You know, we were having breakfast in the hotel the other day, and I was like, do you think people think we just do this randomly in strange, you know, corners of the country? And, you know, and yeah, she was like, can I get a picture with you guys? I was like, yeah, she thinks we just hang out and have breakfast.
Some people think we're, you know, an item, a thing.
We don't want to burst the bubble, so we just go with it.
Confirm that now?
No.
Brian, what do people say to you when fans come up? What do they say to you?
I mean, they love the show and what it meant to them, the storylines. And this is why I think it's still going strong today, is the storylines and the performances from all of them. They just, you know, life-changing. You know, and I'm just so grateful I was a piece of it, so.
Holly, when you go back to something like the Supernova Festival and that, what is that like with all of those fans? Is it overwhelming? Because, of course, they are such super fans.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, for a lot of our fans, it was very much a family situation or a show they started watching with their friends. So there's a lot of memories, and sometimes people have passed away, and so it reminds them of them, or they've watched it when they were in the hospital or sick, and so it's a lot of very heartfelt stories, and we try and keep it light. It's not always easy.
Rugged and natural.
Yeah, rugged and natural. That's you.
What are you up to these days, you know, when you're not attending, you know, events like Supernova?
We do quite a few of these a year, especially this year. But when I do go home, I live in a small town. My husband and I have a few restaurants to take care of, so we do that. And my youngest is still in high school, so I'm just trying to keep him actually in school in the building. That's been the challenge these days.
Have they watched the show Charmed? Have they seen it?
You know, I think I waited too long to show it to them. So by the time that I did, they were sort of perturbed and then bored. You know, within 15 minutes. You know, it's a 45-minute long show, so it's not a TikTok
They don't
thing.
have the attention.
So after 15 minutes, they were like, yeah, this is weird, and they went off to the kitchen and highly unimpressed.
Oh, okay.
Brian, a few days until the next convention, which is in Perth. What do you do in the meantime? Are you a sightseer?
I think today it's, take the ferry out to Watson's Bay or Banley and get some fish and chips.
Have you been to a museum yet?
Sketch. No museum.
I'm so surprised.
I'm going to stay outside.
Usually
He's a museum guy,
and Drew.
Brian?
who will have like a list of things to do, and I'm usually the one that's like, can we not live like a tourist?
We got to ride the boat.
Yeah, see?
Well, what do you want to do if
days.
you don't want to do museums?
You know, usually I do the botanical gardens. I love that here. So, yeah, it helps me remember where I am.
And if you're in a restaurant game, do you like getting out to see this great Aussie cuisine?
Yes.
Do you check out the restaurant scenes in whichever cities you're in?
We do. I let the boys pick, and then I critique accordingly.
Have you had an amazing dish? Yeah,
we did have some good pizza the other night. I
Yeah,
was so
nice
surprised.
Italian spot. Everyone
Very nice.
spoke Italian. It was,
Yes, it was very
fantastic.
authentic. Yeah.
Because when you come to Sydney, that's what you want to do is like speak Italian.
We were so surprised. I was like, grazie.
Oh, guys, it's been so fantastic seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your stay here in Australia. Hopefully you get some more pizza.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. And you can catch Holly Marie Combs, Brian Krause and a whole stack of stars this weekend at Supernova, that is in Perth. For more details, head over to themorningshow.com.au.